Sabre Wolf.
What up, guys? This is Sabre Wolf from GuildWars2Live.com and SabreWolf18 on YouTube. So yeah, I'm going to do a little car ride with you guys, like I tweeted out there. So yeah, let's go get started, huh? I am going to be careful. Probably won't get the camera. Hopefully, won't get the camera too much here. We'll see how this works. See, the camera already wobbled there a little bit when I hit the accelerator there a little bit. So what up, guys? Just figured I'd do this little ride along with you guys. Talk about Guild Wars 2, kind of have a conversation with you. Although it'd be nice if you could talk back to me, but I guess you can't in this kind of setting. This is a ride on red. In case you guys are wondering what car I'm driving, as this van just kind of drove in my lane. That was nice of them. In case you're wondering what car I'm driving a 2004 Subaru Legacy. Nice car. I love my Subaru. Love Subarus in general. Actually, I just bought a 2012 Subaru Forester for the family. It's a bigger car to manage this growing family that I have. I have a daughter and a son too, so daughter's 2 and the son's like 7 months, so family is definitely growing along with the dog too. So I definitely had to get a bigger car than her Honda Civic. So yeah, about Guild Wars 2, the beta was not too long ago. It was only a couple weeks ago that we learned about various things about the game. A lot of areas were repeated from the past demos that you saw at PAX and other worldly gaming convention events. I notice every time I'm gonna hit the gas, this camera's gonna move. That was like the only direction that camera could have like moved in, but since I'm almost done with stopping, it's gonna be it should be too much longer when that camera's gonna stop moving like that. Unless, of course, I put my hand out there and hold it like that every time I pull out. That'll work. Yeah, like I said, it was like a lot of repetitiveness from the demos, with starting the Char area, the human area, and the Norn areas. The only thing is you could actually do like any of the professions in the game, instead of just like about 4 or 5 of them or whatnot. So next go around for the beta, I'm going to actually be able to do the Mesmer. Rock the Mesmer. Maybe I'll rock the Elementalist. I'm not a big Elementalist player. Didn't care for it in the original Guild Wars game, but I'll try to rock it for you guys for Guild Wars 2 here. Definitely from the professions I did play though, the Necromancer was really fun. Definitely the minions help you out. Don't have to be a minion master really to really be effective Necromancer. You can grab a couple of minions. One of your healing skills creates a minion. You can kill that minion to heal yourself. But the minions do help, especially if you're going to do solo play. So Necromancer is a very good solo play because you have the minions that will kind of take the heat off your butt as you move along. So that is a good thing to have. So having 1 or 2 minions is not going to be a bad thing for you. And also the engineer was very supportive, because you could lay down turrets and you could lay down the healing packs and speed boost. Actually, the healing pack that you carried with you, the 5th skill, was actually a movement speed buff into it. So you could actually, I was actually using it when I was running all across with the Black Moa. If you see that in the grand finale video, I was using that to try to speed myself up to keep up with the marauding herd that was the Tyrian horde, zombie horde that was running across the plains of the Norn area there. There were rumors that about that grand finale that it was bugged, but I don't know. I'm not sure about that. We're coming up on the interstate here on Route 8 here, so we're almost there. It's kind of an awkward intersection. Yeah, that rattling you hear, if you hear that rattling in the background, that's just the heat shielding of the car. It doesn't really do much of anything. Hello, there's a doggy over here. Not sure what's up with that. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm not going to talk here while I get on the interstate, so. Thank you for not moving over. Appreciate that, bud. Fellow Subaru driver didn't move over for me. That was nice of them. Oh, we're up and running now. I drive pretty fast on the interstate, though, I will say. I do drive, I do average about 75 miles an hour usually, but actually I drive faster than that, actually, but I'll behave myself today. What other options did I try? Oh, I tried the Ranger. Had a lot of problems with the Pet. The Pet has a big old learning curve to it, I think. Big learning curve, because I really didn't understand how, like, the Pet wasn't attacking the targets that I was attacking at, so I guess there was some option that I had to hit. I was hitting F1, F2, F3. Yeah, well, I wasn't really looking at it fully. I just kind of was playing around. I really wanted to play the Ranger for the sword primary axe secondary combo that I was really looking forward to. I was really reviewing some of the skills of the Ranger, so maybe on the next beta I can actually do like a build review for you guys about that Ranger and just start doing that process now. Getting used to doing that for you guys. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a complete one, probably, unless if it's just like the last one we just did, because I don't have all the utility skills that could go with it. Because I don't think I got any utility skills actually in a Ranger. I didn't think I unlocked anything. So I'm probably going to have to. So it's really going to be a partial build video for you guys, just to get that juices flowing, I guess, for those, because those are the most because you guys like those the most of everything I do. So I'll probably do that. Maybe not in the next beta. I'll just grab like 1 or 2 videos of that for you guys and go along. But yeah, that sword axe combo is amazing. You have the Serpent Strike that you can just jump around to the back of the target and be able to just do like a multiple combo attack with your number 1 skill, your sword, and then you can kick off them with the sting attack, and then you can jump back into the combat with the sting attack. So you can jump in and out of combat with 2 of your skills. Plus, when you do the jump back with the sting skill, you also have the axe throw skill, so you can jump back with sting, throw your axe, jump back in, do another combo, and just repeat the process. I mean, it was amazing, like, with that flow of combat, and it felt very like kind of like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and MOBA kind of all rolled in together, just being able to jump in and out of combat with the skills that dictated your movement as you fought in the battles. So that's the important aspect of the battling in this game, is that deal. Now, because it is a melee build that I was using, it was important to have those jump in and out skills, because one thing I did notice that with the Guardian, when I was using the Mace Shield combo, I had no range basically whatsoever. Like, I had no ability to, as we go through a construction area, that's why I slowed down a little bit, there was no there was no range ability. There was no ability to actually get into combat. You had basically to kind of waltz yourself into combat, and and 2 or 3 of the skills were basically just local AoE skills, where there's moving combat going on. So I didn't really get a good play with the Guardian for that reason, because I really couldn't experience great game happiness, I guess you could say, because I really couldn't get into combat, stay in the combat, and knock things down. And I did notice that the melee combat that I was doing was doing a little bit more damage than the Ranger's gun ability. And I played around with a little bit with the Ranger's bow, but I didn't do as much as I wanted to. Maybe next time I can actually flit around with the Ranger more. And also, because of that reason, I think I'm going to ditch the Norn Guardian that I was actually planning to do. I'm probably going to do like probably Norn Ranger. As weird as that maybe sounds, but I think Norn Ranger is going to be a pretty fun play. I'm probably going to stick to my I might stick to my Char Engineer, and I'm going to stick to my Char Necro. Char Necro was cool, but I might actually stick to those combos, which leaves a lot like a human, Asuran, and Sylvari. I really haven't decided what to do with those guys yet. I'm probably going to do like a female Mesmer chick. I mean, I'm a dude. What can I say? You know, but yeah. As for the thief and the elementalist and the warrior, I really don't know what to do with those professions yet. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. There's one other profession I tried. I can't remember because I had 4 of them. So I tried Necro, I tried Ranger, I tried Guardian. What was the other one I tried? I tried one other one. Char Engineer, Char Necro, Norn Guardian, even the Ranger. Okay, that was it. Oh, well, the Engineer, I talked about all of them. Whatever. So next time we're going to try the Mesmer out, because I was told about the Mesmer broadsword was pretty intense and hard hitting, so we'll have to try that one out. Oh, cops hold somebody over down there. Not gonna pull me over. So this morning, this morning, which was a Thursday morning, if y'all were watching the Guild Wars 2 live stream, you probably saw me playing 2 games. Probably saw me playing World of Tanks and APB Reloaded. And World of Tanks is a pretty fun game. Actually, the reason why I was streaming because Peter and I can't remember if it was Psycho or I forgot who the other one was, but they never seen World of Tanks before. They were wondering about playing it. World of Tanks is a free game, by the way, guys. You can pay to win a little bit with that game. Like, you can buy some premium tanks that really gets you into the higher tiers quickly, and you can get a lot of credits, which is the in-game currency, to buy stuff with. Like the Low was a very good tank, and the T-59 I think is the other big tank to get. The KV-3 is kind of but you can buy these premium tanks to get into the higher tiers faster. But the thing is, if you work yourself through the tiers, as it's going to be a little quieter now, as you work yourself through the tiers, though, I'm just going to check the camera, make sure I'm framed up pretty good. Yep, I am. As you work yourself through the tiers, oh man, I forgot to shave. Sorry, guys. As you work yourself through the tiers, though, the tank that you get at the equal tier, like the tier 8, which is what those lows and KVs are at, KV5s are at, if you work yourself through the tiers, you will actually get a tank that's actually better in the end than those premium tanks most of the time. So that is something to note. Although the PZ-38F is one of those tanks that you probably are not, that's probably a better tank than you, a tier 2, but the majority of the time, the tank premium that you buy, if you apply yourself through the game, work yourself through the game all the way down the tank trees and everything, as you go through tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, so on and so forth, those tanks will technically be better than those premium tanks that you bought. But those premium tanks is a nice jump to get into the game. Plus they have like basic good equipment, so it's a good tank to just jump in, get a lot of money for. You get a little bit of general experience for it too, that you can apply to your general account. But World of Tanks is a fun game. Basically, it's 15 on 15, kind of like shooter combat. It's very similar to Battlefield, because you have a wide open battlefield-like settings, very World War II esque kind of surroundings to that. So you just have to remember that you are in a very open environment. Try to use cover when you can against some of the rocks and like that. But you're a very slow-moving tank. It's not like you can jump around and hide behind a building or jump into a building like that, like a regular shooter game is. So it's a very refreshing take on a shooter game that you can try. It is the base game, the general random play of the game is 15 versus 15 combat. As I passed somebody there on the right, it's basically 15 versus 15 combat that you play, and you randomly get put into it. When you jump in the tank at a tier 4, you can end up against tier 8s. I mean, it's annoying for the matchmaking to do that. That's probably one of the big minuses of the game is the matchmaking. But it's pretty random. But you can jump into like a tank company with a couple of friends, so you can play random mode with like 2 or 3 other friends. You can also make a whole company where you can put in any number of tanks in there, and the value of the total of the tiers, the matchmaking will set you against another group that has a similar number of the tiers. So if you have a tier like 10, 9, and 8 versus a 10 versus 9, 9, 9, those total values of those tiers equal each other, and therefore you get matched up to those against the tiers because it's a total of 27. So, but it's a good game. It's called World of Tanks. It's a free game to play. Very grindy. It's a really grindy game though. But you are playing PvP. It's all PvP. So it's a PvP based, grinding yourself up to get the other tiers. So it's a fun game. It's a very good alternate game, like I said, to a shooter game. And the other game I was playing, which is another shooter game, which is ABB Reloaded, which is where a lot of my time has been over the past about couple of years now, while waiting for Guild Wars 2. I kind of got out of Guild Wars. I kind of got bored of it, and so I'm going to play. So I've been playing ABB Reloaded. So in that game, basically, it's kind of like Counter-Strike, where you are a kind of a counter-terrorist versus terrorist, but in this setting, you're actually a vigilante cop versus criminals. I play more of the vigilante cop part of the game, and busting crims and driving around with police cars like that, modified street legal like kind of police cars. And for that gameplay, in case you're wondering, I'm at McDonald's. I didn't eat before I left, so I've decided to grab some McDonald's instead. Oh man, there's a long wait line. It sucks. It's gonna be a little bit of a wait, so I get a little bit chance to talk to you. But hopefully this doesn't take too long. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to get through. Go Dodge, pick up your next in line there. There you go. Hopefully that's too long. So let me order. I guess you can watch me order from McDonald's. That'll be fun, right? I would troll, but I don't want to troll there, guys. So I'm not going to be a big troll on this. Looks like there's only one person taking orders. Yeah, hi. Can I take 2 McDoubles with no pickles on both? No pickles on both of them.
No pickles? Anything else?
No, both with no, okay. Small fry.
Okay.
And a small root beer, and I'll do it.
Sure, your total's going to come out to be $487. That is the first window. Thank you.
Thank you. And there we go. Now this guy ordered before me, so I'll have to let him cut in. So yeah, getting back to APB Reloaded. Yeah, it's like vigilante cops versus criminals. You can drive around. The cool thing about this game is you can drive around in cars, and you basically drive through this urban environment of city, and yeah, I wish I could do. Yeah, I will show you guys in real life now. But yeah, you drive around the cities in these like modified cars and SUVs. You can chase people, car chases like that, and then you get out to your the point where you have to take over, or grab an item or whatnot, and you go from there. So, and you battle it out, and there's like a series of these missions. Well, these are called missions, and there's like a series of A through whatever. I've seen it go all the way up to like, I think I've seen it all go up to M. So there was like all those points that you had to take, in items and like that, and holds and races and like that. And it's a really fun game to play, guys. The problem with it though is some of the support is not as good as you would want it to be. G1 is very lackluster in the support for that game. Also, you are dealing with a lot of hackers too. The game is hackable, unfortunately. So you do have a lot of cheaters that play, but you just, as long as you avoid them, it's okay. Unfortunately, to try to avoid them, in attempts to try to avoid them now, it's a little bit harder because now they broke the servers up into threat levels. So now it's a little bit harder to get away from them, because now you're actually taking a penalty. Like I'm a gold player, as you could tell if you watched the stream on Guild Wars 2 Live this morning. That I'm a pretty dang good player. Which is why I'm in Sting, which Wasp is the clan I'm currently with, and I'm actually the Sting Commander, which is like the pro, I guess you could say, team, like the like the Cal or whatever gaming league kind of level of play, because I used to play in Cal and Counter-Strike and like that. So I was actually a pretty good player. This is taking forever. There we go. But you can tell, yeah, I'm a good player, so I'm a gold level player. Now, there's multiple tiers. There's green, which is absolutely a horrible player. They shouldn't even be playing the game. There's bronze, which is about the same. Then there's silver, which is, they're okay, they contribute, but they don't really know the game fully like that, or don't shoot very well. And last but not least, you have your gold, which is me, which is the highest level you can be. Now, with that, now the districts are broken up into these threat tiers, and the way it is, you have silver districts, bronze districts, gold districts, like that. So if you go into these districts, like I'm a gold player, any district going besides gold, I'm going to take a penalty. In silver, I take a 25% reduction to rewards and experience. In bronzes, I'm going to take a 50. And then if you go to green, it's like a 90%, which I don't know why you would ever go to a green district. But I don't know why there would be a green district. I mean, everybody who's playing, I hate to saying this, but of course I help with other people and all. But if you're playing green, if you're a solid green player and you're playing APB Reloaded, you probably shouldn't be playing the game. It looks like they're bringing out drinks to the first window at McDonald's, because they are taking forever. So that's a good thing. Let me get my wallet out here. Oh, the guy cut the line. Oh, that's why. All he wanted was a drink. That's cool.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. You?
Good. 487.
Busy.
Yes. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Woo! Hey, you guys go flying there. Every time I hit the accelerator, you guys go flying. I'm tempted to take that right off the window there. I'm not going to.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Yep, you too. Now we got a stoplight. So that took a little while to accomplish there. But, okay, we're off and running again. We'll be off and running again in a second. Sorry, I had to hit the mic there. So yeah, more about APB. It's a fun game. That game's actually free to play as well. It's a free to play game. And, geez, impatient are we? And, it's a free to play game, although it is very majorly, pay to win. It's very much pay to win because you can buy these guns, these like stock level guns. They're 3 open slots or kind of have base slots already filled, and these guns are expensive. They're like 30 to 40 to 50 bucks, like real money bucks, to buy these things. And so it is a very expensive game to play if you try to do the pay to win line for things. So yeah. One is there. Hey guys, we're back. No, I'm just devoured a burger real quick. I like to eat it on camera, especially when I'm driving at the same time. So yeah, now I'm on my twisty course I like to drive on. Maybe I'll do it when I do a ride along. Maybe I'll have the camera facing out the front window here, so you can see the actual trip I take. Oh, those really bad dark clouds over there too. Huh. Although that's east of us, so I think that's the storm we had that passed over last night, so I guess we're good. So moving on. Guild Wars 2. We'll go back to Guild Wars 2 again. So Guild Wars 2, I've heard from Peter, and they actually tweeted that if you want to follow me on Twitter, by the way, it's Sabre Wolf 18. And what I saw on Twitter is that they're actually doing a stress test on Monday, which is the, what's today, Thursday, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I think it's May 4th, excuse me, I think it's May 14th there. So May 14th, stress test for 7 hours. Fortunately, I won't be able to take part in it. This is during the early morning day. This is during the day, not at night. If it's at night, then I'm not going to be able to do it because I have to work. I work nights. In fact, I actually work like most of the time, basically 5:30 p.m. to 5 a.m. It's the way my job works, because I do all the prime time sports TV kind of stuff. So that's my real time. That's a real job I do. So yeah, stress tests on Monday. The servers, because the servers are really screaming during that beta event. Arena did say that they the game wasn't fully optimized. It wasn't only running off the CPU or something like that. So your computer had to render like everything, and a lot of computers had smoke rolling at the back of them. Not literally. Mine kind of did. It struggled during the stream a couple times, so I'm sure that the lag will not be as bad for when the actual Guild Wars 2 is fully optimized and everything, and some of the stuff is server hosted and like that. So it should get better there. So I'm assuming the stress test is to test that part of it, which they did not get done, and during the first beta event. So again, for this stress test, it is for pre-purchasers only. Just like in the previous beta and any future betas that are coming out. So if you want to get into that, you'd have to pre-purchase the game. What else? So the next excuse me, excuse me. So the next beta weekend 2, has not been announced yet, but when it is, stay tuned to Guild Wars 2 Live, as we'll probably stream the event from start to end. We streamed the first beta. We started before we actually... sorry, I was like zigzagging there. We started streaming right before the event, and we streamed all the way through and after the event, which was like at 4 o'clock in the morning, I think it was, is when it ended, so on Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, that was... so yeah, if you want to see constant streaming of Guild Wars 2, yeah, check us out, Guild Wars 2 Live. and all my friends over there. It's not just me, although I do have my own. I do have my own owned stream that I do use, that I do play on. So that's 25215 or something like that. That's my own personal stream, which I will be streaming Guild Wars 2 live when it comes out. I should be streaming more probably. If I stream like, let me know if, like, World of Tanks and AVP Reloaded, if you guys will, if you guys are interested in just watching me playing live until Guild Wars 2 will come out. Yes, I know you want me to play Guild Wars 2 like that. Well, Guild Wars 2 is not out yet, guys. We're still in the beta stages. So when it comes out, then I'll be able to stream and do all these videos and walkthroughs and builds and like that. So you gotta be patient, guys. Trust me, I want to do this as much as you want me to do this and help you guys out. But we gotta wait until the game actually is released. So, and I don't think I'm gonna make this light. Nope, not gonna meet the light. I got time. What else? So yeah, that's that for beta stuff. But like I said, like when I was saying before about the Ranger Sword Axe combo build, I can actually probably do some of the weapon combo stuff, because I think the weapons are pretty set on the first 5, depending on what weapon is. So if you have a sword, you have an axe on a Ranger, those are the skills going to be. I think it's kind of bland. I wish they had a little bit of a change up there. You could do like a couple of different skills after that, but maybe that'll be later in the game. But at the moment, those are the skills you pretty much have to use. So if you see a Ranger with a sword and an axe, you know what they're going to be. Which again was quite fun. So basically, guys, let me know what professions you want me to play in the next beta event to record and post on my YouTube, my Sabre Wolf 18 YouTube page. Let me know what professions you guys want me to play, and I'll try to play them. I'm going to play the Ranger to get that Sword Axe combo build, to break it down for you guys on why it's so good to play and it's so fast. A couple of you guys actually was commenting on my YouTube page that that you thought I was speeding up the video. Like, why did you have to speed up the video like that for? Like, no, that's how fast those animations are. But they have to be that fast because you are jumping into a melee range combat from all range combat. So in order to pull off the skill, you have to move that quickly to get to that point where that person's at before they move. So if you activate the skill, you're kind of going, to jump into the combat. Well, the guy's probably going to move out of that point before it actually goes in there. So, so that's something to know. That's how the skill animations you saw on my YouTube video from my basic human ranger gameplay there. That's how fast those skills actually move. But yeah, like I said, let me know what professions you guys want me to play. I already played Ranger. I'm sorry, I'm going to play Ranger again for that breakdown. But I already played Guardian. I've already played Engineer, and I've already played Necromancer. I would definitely recommend the Necromancer and Engineer. Guardian was not very fun to play, unfortunately, but I was using a mace shield combo, so a different combo set would probably get a better result. Although, I take that back. I did have a focus secondary for the Guardian, which gave me some like smiting abilities. So I did have some range combat, but I had to switch to focus instead of shield. So in order to get that kind of ranged combat in there, but with my primary hand was still a melee weapon, I still couldn't get into combat to actually do anything. I do think the sword ability does get you into range to do some other stuff. So I'll have to look into that, because I do know there's some Guardian stuff that you can actually like almost shadow step teleport kind of thing. So I have to go back and look and see what those skills were that allowed you to do that. So I'll have to look into that, guys. But yeah, let me know. Probably try Warrior out, I guess. I heard Double Axe Warrior was a high DPS machine to play as, so there's something to note there. Of course, the axe build from the original Guild Wars game was also pretty pretty high in the DPS tree, and was actually the preferred weapon to use in your GVGs and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens with the new PvP type combat when it kind of comes out. We're almost to our destination, guys. This is kind of the veteran green here in Bristol. This big green area for all the veterans for the area for there. They do Memorial Day parades on it, actually. I'll probably stream again on Guild Wars 2 Live during the beta event. I'll let you know what times I'll be doing it at. I think when I first started, I actually had the first stream of it when people got on, and there was like 600 people watching. So thank you guys for the support and the interest and everything that we do between Guild Wars 2 Live, my YouTube page on Sabre Wolf, Gwen, especially Gaming World Entertainment Network, which they will be also carrying over into Guild Wars 2 as well. So they'll be still doing all the prize giveaways, like, and radio DJing like that, and prize giveaways, radio DJing, and such, in the Guild Wars 2 event. It's gonna be a little interesting for Pink Day in LA because all the districts are broken into server shards. So that's gonna be a little more difficult to try to coordinate that for some of the in-game events that we like to do. But we'll figure it out, guys. We'll work through it as we go along here, and we'll figure it all out for you guys, because we don't want to leave anybody out and behind. And the guesting system will probably have a big part in that, unless they decide to change that whole server system in general. Yeah, I think that'll do it. So I'm going to wrap this up now because we're almost to our destination and my workplace. I can't do one going home because it's kind of at night, and this camera does not shoot great at night, although it did pretty good, I guess. But I had to turn my my map lights on like that in order to actually do anything with it. So yeah, I am Sabre Wolf. My camera goes flying again. Yeah. I am Sabre Wolf 18, or Sabre Wolf. You can check out my YouTube page. Again, this is where this is hosted at Sabre Wolf 18. Check out all my videos about Guild Wars 2, and maybe I'll do some like ABB Reloaded. I've been meaning to do that, guys. ABB Reloaded and Fraps do not get along. I will say that. So let me know as we wait for the Guild Wars 2 to release. My games I do recommend playing right now are World of Tanks, ABB Reloaded, of course, League of Legends. That's an extremely popular game itself anyways. Those are my top 3 games I'm playing right now. So check those out. And all 3 of those games are free to play. You don't need to pay a monthly subscription, although it is optional to pay a monthly subscription for World of Tanks and ABB Reloaded, which I do recommend for ABB. There's a little bit of money involved, but to really get yourself a jump start, go ahead and buy a monthly premium. I mean, it does help. If you really like the game, try the game out first, then decide to do premium. But anyways, all right. So once again, I am Sabre Wolf. Again, also follow me on Twitter, Sabre Wolf 18, and that's where I do a lot of my announcements for my streaming, and for my streaming on Guild Wars 2 Live, on my own personal stream, any videos that might come out with like that. So please, guys, follow me on Twitter if you have a Twitter account, because that will tell you exactly what's going on when I'm bringing stuff out. I also like to talk to the devs, so I talked a lot to Peter Fries and Martin. I mostly talk to those 2 guys. So on Twitter, so you can actually follow me by my random conversations I have with them. But here it is. Here's my workplace. So, alright, guys. I am, like I said, I'm Sabre Wolf, and I will talk to you later. Thank you for doing this ride-along thing with me. Let me know if you want me to do future ride-alongs and conversations about Guild Wars 2. This random talks about Guild Wars 2. Try to keep it interesting. And yeah. Alright, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you, and have a good day.